A lot of them are carrying a 2.5 to 3.5% interest rate. And they're like, why would I sell my property at a 2.5, 3% rate now and go into a 7%? Like it doesn't, the numbers don't make sense to them. And it's a more expensive property. So
Right. I
it's a
guess
hard
the only thing
conversation.
is, it is a hard conversation, but here's something. We just did a little study with our rep from RBC and myself and our vice president of marketing. So what we did is we just did an average, and it's not in front of me, so I'll just give you sort of broad strokes on it. So let's, for argument's sake, say, and again, these are round numbers, average price in Toronto was 1.3, and now average price in the market is one.
Okay.
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 So you've lost 300,000, and now you're a buyer.
Yep.
Okay. And so you want to buy that house. So it's come down 300,000, but that's the good news. Bad news is the interest rates went from 3.3 to 5.5,
Yeah.
right? Or 6%.
Yeah.
So let's just use you've doubled. But if you look at the actual payments based on the lower priced asset, they're probably, we worked it out, it's going to cost you about $175 extra per month.
Yeah. Not much.
Okay. Not much.
No.
And the nice part is you save in terms of the down payment. If you're doing an 80% loan to value, you save about 50,000.
Yeah.
So if you invest that 50,000 at 4.25 in a T-bill,
You're
a
doing
good
better.
solid investment,
Yeah.
you make $175 a month. So it's a
Right.
wash.
Right.
And the other thing that I like to talk about is the delta. So for your client who's selling $1 million house and buying a 2 million. So I get it, what he's saying about the increased interest rate, no doubt. But when he talks about the value of savings, right? So if you're buying a 2 and you're selling a 1, if they both come off 10%, you save 200,000 on the house you're buying, and you lose 100,000 on the house you're selling.
Right.
So the delta between buying and selling, you actually save $100,000.
Right.
Right. So
That's a
I
really
hear
good perspective.
yeah, and I hear what your client's saying. Hey, why would I break a 2.2 when I have to go into a 5.5, 6% mortgage? You have to, if they're upgrading, then yes, they're paying a higher interest rate, but they're getting a better house, and they're
Yeah.
saving on delta.